Hi, hey, this is Lakshmi Deepak. Today, I just want to discuss something about email to Salesforce out of box functionality. So, here it means what does it functionality? Actually, this functionality allows you to capture the email that you send from third party email clients and store them in your organization as active records associated against contact or leads. So, how does this functionality work? Okay, let me say, for example, if you are working in an enterprise and if you have all the people that you interacted with on a daily basis and stored as their contact or leads in Salesforce organization, then this feature will record all the email communication that happened you and your contacts. So suppose you are sending an email to a person A with an email ID called test1 at gmail.com. So consider to test1 at gmail.com from you at gmail.com by keeping BCC Salesforce provided email at salesforce.com, which allows you to make the transaction, the communication between you and your contact as an activity history in the record, either in contact or in a lead. So actually generally what happens, and if it finds, that means if you keep the BCC email ID provided by Salesforce, then this feature will kept active. Your Salesforce organization will search for a lead or a contact with an email ID test1 at gmail.com, and if it finds the record, then the email that you had sent will be created as an activity record against the associated lead or contact. So actually this is a Salesforce out of box functionality which is provided. So actually how it helps here, it doesn't mean that if you are sending a mail from you at gmail.com to test1 at gmail.com by keeping the Salesforce provided email service ID in BCC. So when you send a mail, it actually searches for a to address in the Salesforce organization, either in contact or object. What does it mean? Select ID from contact or lead where email equals test1 at gmail.com. So if it finds test1 at gmail.com, so what happens? It will return. So whenever it returns, it will save an activity history on a particular contact or a lead. That means associative contact or lead. So let me take you to the steps how to create in a quick. So what you have to do, just log into your Salesforce organization, go to the setup and search for email to Salesforce. Email to Salesforce, under email administration, email to Salesforce, and by default the email to Salesforce is inactive. So what you have to do, click on edit and just activate email service and save. And here you can see it is in response to then all the email service, all the users that email service is activating. So I don't want to notify all the people, so I'm just skipping this step. So it is done. So what I can do here is I will go to my personal settings, my settings, and I will go for email to my email to Salesforce. You can see my email to Salesforce. Click on my email to Salesforce. Just copy the address which is provided here. This is Salesforce ID, which we need to keep in a BCC. I was copying this. Okay. Let me save it here. Okay. and this is the email id which I am gonna communicate to my customer, to my contact, with this email id. So I am keeping as lakshmideepak@live.com, and you can also include opportunities. So I don't want to include opportunities, so I use to leads and contacts. If no matches recur, create a task for each recipient and send to my unresolved items. So if there is no matches, then it will keep my unresolved items. Okay. Email me confirm for association. Always save email attachments and exclude domains. We can give a domain which can be excluded. Click on save. So what I can do here, I will create a one contact. I will create a one contact. Click on new. So email to Salesforce, out of box functionality, out of box, and email is sfdc@outlook.in, and there is a custom validation rule. I need to provide a phone number. Yes, 996753210. Okay. Click on save. Okay, account. Okay, fine. I'm clicking as a Deepak as my account. So click on save. So you can see there is no activity now. You can see there is no activity, right? There is no activity state. So what I can do here is I used to log in my domain, my settings, that means my personal email ID, and I will send a mail to the customer. I mean to say contact. Click on new. I'm composing, and the customer email ID is sfdc@outlook.in, and in BCC I need to provide the email service provided by the Salesforce. Control C. I'm providing BCC email ID. Okay, then email to Salesforce test email to Salesforce, send it. So I'm sending an email to Salesforce to my contact from my third party email client from Microsoft. So I can do, let me wait for email confirmation. Okay, see here I got a confirmation that congratulations Deepak, you successfully emailed to Salesforce. Future email was added to the following records. I will get a record ID directly. Otherwise, what I can do here, I can refresh my record ID. I can see an activity history now. Email to Salesforce. Subject is email to Salesforce, and you can see additionally to and BCC attachment. If there is no attachment, test email to Salesforce body and email to Salesforce test. This is how the activity, that means whenever you are communicating to your contact from your personal mail IDs or personal communication, if you keep the BCC as a email ID provided by Salesforce, actually it tracks the data and it tracks all the communication activity history under the Salesforce organization with an associative accounts, either contact, lead or opportunity. And as of now, this feature is not enabled for custom objects. We will see forward to get this feature in custom objects. And thank you guys for watching, and if you really like, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.